In chapter 6 of Daniel, we see the story of a man who refused to compromise his devotion to God, even when it threatened his life. Daniel had risen to a position of influence in Babylon because an excellent spirit was in him. The other officials became jealous, and they realized they could not trap Daniel through corruption or dishonesty because he was so faithful in everything he did. So they attacked that one thing they knew he would never abandon: prayer. King Darius signed a law declaring that no one could pray to any god or person except the king for 30 days. But Daniel went home, opened his windows toward Jerusalem, and prayed just as he had always done. He did not become bold after the crisis started. He was already faithful before a lion's den ever entered the picture. It's one of the great lessons. Courage is built in the quiet place long before it is tested in the public place. Daniel was arrested, thrown into the den of lions. The king spent a sleepless night worrying, but Daniel rested in the presence of God. At dawn, Darius rushed to the den and cried out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God able to rescue you?" Daniel answered that God had sent his angels to shut the lions' mouths. The miracle is not just that Daniel survived. The greater miracle is that Daniel trusted God before he knew the outcome. One of my favorite recording artists was Rich Mullins. In his song, Where You Are, he sings about Daniel in the den of the lions and reminds us that where you are is where he promised to be. And that's the heart of Daniel 6. God was not waiting for Daniel outside the den. God was already there inside it. Sometimes we pray for God to keep us from difficult places, but often he meets us right in the middle of them. We may not be in a den of lions. It may be a den of fear, grief, uncertainty, opposition, or loneliness. But the promise remains the same. God is present in the den. Daniel's story reminds us that faithfulness is never wasted. God honors those who quietly trust him day after day. And even when the night feels long, morning is coming. So today, whatever den you may be in, remember this: the God who shut the lions' mouths is still able to guard, sustain, and deliver his people. And even before the rescue comes, his presence is enough.